And continuing our live team coverage on the State of the Union tonight, we're joined now by Julia Mueller. She's a political reporter with our media partners over at The Hill. Julia, good seeing you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. All right, so just how important is tonight's State of the Union for President Biden? Of course, he'll have a captive audience as he really makes a case for his second term.
So tonight is critical for Biden. It comes at a really important time for the administration and for Biden's campaign as he tries for another 4 years in the White House. So one of the things Biden's going to have to do with this speech and with this captive audience that he has tonight is try to reassure voters that he's up for another 4 years in the Oval Office. Biden has seen some pretty lackluster polling numbers over the last few months as he revs toward November, where he's now likely to face former President Trump in the general election. And so he'll want to tout his administration's accomplishments, which it sounds from the excerpts that we've seen so far from this speech that he will do. But I also want to point forward toward what's still to be done and what needs to be done. Along those same lines, Biden will also want to avoid any slip-ups behind the podium tonight. One of the things Biden has faced quite a bit of criticism on is his age as he looks to continue with another term in the White House. And Biden has made some slip-ups and miscues, some of which may be attributed to the stutter that he's been open about having, but it all stokes some of these concerns about his fitness as he continues campaigning. So he'll want to largely avoid any gaffes at the podium and really project confidence and competence as he campaigns here.
And how much, Julia, will this speech be about the president shoring up his base?
Well, we're going to see one of the things that we could keep an eye out for tonight is whether or not Biden addresses Trump, who's the GOP frontrunner. Now, Biden swept the Democratic states that held Democratic primaries and caucuses during Super Tuesday earlier this week. Former President Trump did the same on the GOP side. He lost Vermont to rival Nikki Haley, who then dropped out of the race. But really the backdrop here is the tension as we head toward what's likely a Biden-Trump rematch in the general election. And so Biden will want to appeal to his base, project confidence, tout his administration's accomplishments, but also address some of the hot topics in the headlines that we're seeing today, whether that's immigration at the southern border, which has been a big topic of contention on Capitol Hill, whether that's the ongoing war of Ukraine and back against Russia, or the war between Israel and Hamas in the Middle East. And we heard also from Biden's excerpts from the White House of his speech as prepared for delivery today, that one of the other topics it looks like he'll touch on is the fall of Roe v. Wade and abortion protections as we head into November.
All right, a lot to look out for tonight at 9 o'clock. Julia Mueller with our partners at The Hill, political reporter there. Julia, great to see you. Thanks for your insight as always.
Thank you.